Thank you, everyone, for tuning back into the newest episode on Pocho's Picks. This episode is going to be focused more towards our Pocho's Picks. So we're going to go ahead and do the Pocho's Picks this week based off of the boxing fight tomorrow, May 4th, between Jaime Munguia and Saul Canelo Alvarez. Obviously, it's a very anticipated fight. Canelo usually only fights twice a year. And for all of those who aren't as familiar, Canelo is probably the biggest boxing star there is right now, especially the biggest Mexican boxing star there is right now. So anyways, he's fighting tomorrow against Jaime Munguia, again, the highly anticipated bout. Jaime Munguia is 43-0 with 34 knockouts. So clearly he has quite a punch, and he's been able to demonstrate it through the knockouts he has gathered over his short but productive career. That translates right there to a 79% knockout ratio, a win-to-knockout ratio. And Canelo Alvarez, again, obviously, I mean, if you watch the sport, you know who he is, right? 60 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 knockouts over that impressive career. It's going to be a heck of a fight. I'll go ahead and get it started with my pick. So I'm 7-2 on the overall Pocho's picks, and I think this fight is going to go Canelo's way. I'm going to keep it short and simple. Jaime Munguia, I think he has the Mexican blood in him. He's a Mexican warrior. I congratulate him for taking a step above and taking on this fight. It's not going to be an easy night, though, for him. I think Canelo Alvarez possesses too much experience, too much wisdom, and he is a pro, right? And I'm not saying that Jaime Munguia isn't, but if I was Jaime Munguia, I definitely would have thought twice about taking on such a big fight at such an early stage of my career. I believe he's only 27 years old, compared to Canelo Alvarez, who is 33. So again, I think Jaime Munguia, again, he has a heck of a punch. He's a great fighter. I've watched his fight against can't remember if it was the Ukrainian guy, and I don't even remember his last name. It's like
Sergey Derevchenko.
There you go, Dermachenko.
That was a good one. Yeah,
that was a heck of a fight. It was, it was back and forth.
Yeah,
and you could even make the argument that it should have gone the other way. And I think after that fight, Munguia has grown. I'll give him that. He has grown. But I just think taking on this Canelo fight right now just a little bit too early. He had that close victory against Dermachenko, and then he fights John Ryder, knocks him out, something Canelo wasn't able to do. But ultimately, I think what it'll come down to is Munguia, heck of a fighter, again, strong puncher, but I do think his defense is sloppy. And against Canelo, man, you cannot give him any sort of opportunity. You cannot be sloppy against him. He's a true professional. And ultimately, I think that's what will cost him the fight. I'm going to go with Canelo in this one. Knockout, I want to say 10th, maybe 11th round. But I'm very excited, and I want to know what all your opinions are on this fight.
I'm going to keep it. Oh, okay,
yeah,
go
ahead.
Josh.
No, you go ahead, Danny. I was waiting for you.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it short and simple. I am currently 8-1. Of course, I am the greatest when it comes to Pocho's picks. I'm gonna keep it again short and simple. Canelo's gonna win. It sucks. I hate seeing him win, but he's gonna win by decision because he's getting older, slower. Didn't impress me last fight, but he's gonna take it. That's my Pocho's pick.
You say that you're disappointed that you have to watch him again because why do you say that? Are you just trying to be different?
Yeah, sure. I guess I just it's a disappointment watching
Aren't
him.
you Mexican? Okay. Anyways, so for my Pocho's pick, I'm gonna do obviously Canelo Alvarez. He's gonna win. Just to go, off of what Liko said in that fight against Sergey Derevchenko. Well, I'm gonna butcher his last name, but Derevchenko or whatever his fucking, I can't pronounce it. But point is, that fight up. We saw a little bit of how Munguia struggles handling fighters, or in this case, Sergey, with like just the constant punches that he was throwing. I feel like he was overwhelming Munguia at times, and I feel like that's something that Canelo is very good at. He's very good at overwhelming fighters, and it's funny because it ended up Bivol ended up doing the same thing to him and kind of overwhelming Canelo in his fight, and which ultimately led to a loss. But in this case, obviously Munguia is the inexperienced fighter. Like Leiko said, he's 27 years old. I think this is going to be a good experience for Jaime Munguia, similar to Canelo when Canelo fought Mayweather at 23 years old. Only difference is that Munguia is 27 instead of 23 like Canelo was. I think it's still going to be a good experience for him. But I just see Canelo overwhelming Munguia, and he's going to struggle defensively. I think that's just going to be his downfall in the fight. I'm going to say it's going to be a TKO, not a knockout. Ref's going to stop it probably. Just, again, I just see a Canelo overwhelming Munguia and just him just bobbing and weaving until he can get out of a sticky situation. But, yeah, so my pick's going to go to Canelo. Carlos, what do you think?
All right, who I'm picking this week I am 5-4, I believe, and I think I'm gonna be safe and go with Canelo, just because of the experience rise. And Jaime Munguia's promoter is Oscar De La Hoya, who hates Canelo Alvarez, and it's gonna rub it to his face when Canelo wins. I'm pretty sure when Canelo wins, he's not even go on the top of the ring, go on the top of the rope and celebrate. He's gonna go straight to Oscar De La Hoya. He's gonna be like, you know what? You're this, and this, and this, and that. So it's gonna be intense.
You're a thief. You steal from fighters. Fuck
yes,
you.
all that. His cussing in English is undefeated, bro. To me, it's so funny. But I just can't wait to see the fight. I'm gonna be safe and go with Canelo Alvarez, just because I grew up watching him, and obviously he's more experienced But what you guys said too, a little bit older. So I think you gotta go to the judges, I believe. That's what I think.
All right, well, we'll see. All I gotta say, it's gonna be another not so great performance by Canelo, but he is going to win.
Hater.
I am a hater, and I don't care. I'm the biggest.
I'm gonna be. Sorry, go ahead, Dan.
No, go, Leiko.
I was gonna say I'm gonna be so excited after Canelo wins and he calls out Oscar De La Hoya, like, "Hey, get your butt over here."
Okay, so say if Canelo wins, what's next for Canelo?
He's gonna fight Benavidez.
We all know that who's gonna be.
No, dude, he's not gonna fight Benavidez.
Yeah, he will.
He's scared. He's scared.
He's not scared, bro. Look, you have to remember, everyone wants Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez can choose who the fuck he wants to fight because he's champion. At the end of the day, he's the one that's gonna bring these guys the money, and that's why, dude. At this point, I would fucking call out Canelo Alvarez. I'd fucking tell him, hey, fucking fight me, bro. You can say I can say the same thing. Oh, he's scared to fight me, but it's like, obviously I'm not. I'm just putting an example. Canelo Alvarez is a champion. He can decide who he wants to fight. I
put money on Josh to beat Canelo.
Bro, I would get my ass kicked. But like I'm saying, bro, David, he's not ducking David Benavidez. I'm sure he's gonna fight him. It's just not like he's gonna go through Jaime Munguia first, and Jaime Munguia is not a bad fighter either, dude. He's good. It's just that he's going through this fight, and then he's gonna get to Benavidez. I don't know if he's gonna fight him this year. Maybe it'll probably be next year, just because Carlos, you mentioned that Benavidez does fight June.
Yeah, he fights June.
So. And again, he's fighting against another Mexican guy, right? Ramirez, I believe is his last name. He was also a good fighter. That's going to be a good fight as well. So we got to see what happens there. But I think what's going to happen is his next fight's going to be against Benavidez or Bivol. I don't know. I think Benavidez is more likely than Bivol, but we'll see.
Well, I mean, why would he fight Bivol again? Like, at the end of the day, Bivol has nothing to lose. Realistically, he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't want that smoke. He does not want to fight Bivol again. I'll tell you that right now. Because
after the first loss, he said that he would win it back again.
He would want to run it back again, and I understand that. But who wants to rematch more? Obviously, Canelo. But then, at the end of the day, Bivol, if he does take the rematch, if he does fight Canelo, Bivol, if he loses, he got nothing to lose. He already beat him.
Wait. Guys, I got something to say. Let's just say Canelo does fight David Benavidez, right? It will happen, but Canelo's gonna tell David Benavidez to do a hydration clause.
When has he done that?
No, he's gonna do it.
He's gonna do it. When has he done that?
Why do you say that?
Yeah, when has he done that?
Because doesn't he carry another 20 pounds? That's what Canelo says. He's like, oh, why? Like, what does he bring in the table? Just bring another 20 pounds on top of you?
But
That's gonna happen. Canelo's gonna tell him to do a hydration clause. I guarantee that, to make this fight happen.
That I mean, I could see him doing that
Thank
because
you.
again,
Thank you.
I will say, Carlos, maybe you agree with me. I will say that Canelo has been ducking Benavidez for a minute now.
It's been 2
And
years.
hold
It's
on,
been 2 years.
I just want to interrupt really quickly. In May 2019, the middleweight unification bout between Canelo Alvarez and Daniel Jacobs garnered attention due to the inclusion of a rehydration clause in the fight contract. This was in 2019. So that was the last time there was that rehydration clause in the fight contract. I still don't see that happening with Benavidez. He
It's gonna
didn't do it
happen.
with Bivol. Why would he do it with fucking Benavidez? It doesn't make any sense.
That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen, dude. Watch, you'll see. Because Mayweather did it to Canelo, didn't he?
Bro, yeah, but Canelo's he's not gonna do it to Benavidez. Why, he didn't do it to Bivol, and he was moving up in a way higher way, and he didn't do it to Bivol. Why would he do it to Benavidez?
Well, that's my prediction is gonna happen. They're gonna fight. Canelo's gonna ask for the hydration clause. I guarantee you that.
Josh, so just to clarify, you're saying that Canelo has not ducked and tried to hide away from Benavidez. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So how do you explain that the man says, "Oh, I don't fight against my own blood. I don't fight other Mexican people, and I would never fight any other Mexican." After he fought in 2017 against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., who is absolutely, I mean, he's
No,
got his own problems. I won't even go into because the brother's on a
he's
whole
a
nother.
clown. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is a clown. He makes Rolly Romero look good.
Right,
Look,
but the guy is, he has other problems outside the ring. But what I'm getting at is Canelo has been constantly saying, "I'm not going to fight another Mexican. I'm not going to fight another Mexican." If I'm not mistaken, Benavidez has some Mexican blood in him, right? So that I guess if you say that, it makes sense why you would not want to fight him. But here he is this Saturday, May 4th, taking on Jaime Munguia, who, you know what, happens to be 100% Mexican.
Sounds like a hypocrite.
no, bro. You have to understand too. Like it's all gonna build into the hype. I think of the fight because again, Leiko, you're right. He did say that, and it does. Like Danny does make you do have a point. It does make him seem super hypocritical. But the thing is, shit changes, bro. Money talks. The longer they stretch this shit out, the longer people are gonna anticipate this fight. And it's just like if I feel like there's a strong possibility that after Munguia, after this fight happens, he's going to go for Benavidez. And there was actually a reporter that was interviewing him. I think it was like 2 days ago or whatever. But she basically asked Canelo Alvarez and was like, "Hey, Benavidez, what do you think of that fight? Everyone wants it. What are you thinking?" And then Canelo said, "Anything can happen. It's boxing. Anything can happen." He didn't want to say anything. He didn't give a yes or a no. So there's that. But I think it's going to happen. I think it's just they're dragging it along. I think what he said clearly his mind changed because he's fighting Munguia this Saturday. So, I mean, but it's just I'm just going to go back to what I said originally. He has the power to choose whoever he wants to fight, and you can't say he's ducking fighters because he's fought champions, he's fought good fighters, and he's beating them. Like, why would he duck that guy? I just think
Mayweather though.
Bro, he was 23 and he was learning. That was a great
Didn't
fight
beat
for him.
Mayweather though. Don't matter.
Mayweather can come back, bro. He can catch his hands.
He's a champion, right? How you said he's a champion, right? Didn't beat Mayweather.
Yeah, that's fine. But it doesn't matter. Like, it is what it is. Shit happened. Canelo learned from it, and he got better. Mayweather won't come back again.
Obviously not.
And another thing too. And another thing, guys. If they do fight, Canelo's asking for $200 million. I'm like, for what? Like, you're not happy what you're making right now? To me, when he said that, I want $200 million. It just shows like, okay, he's ready. He's looking for that mad payday so he can retire.
Well, I mean, that's kind of every boxer.
Bro, at this day, bro, in this day and age, it's not boxers versus boxers. It's millionaires versus millionaires. That's just how it is.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with Josh. At the end of the day, the sport has become more of a business side where it's like money talks. If money talks, let's do the fight. If it doesn't, I'll go to a different fighter who.
But everybody wants this fight for the past 2 years. I'm like, dog, Canelo, let's give him a shot. What if you win? You proved everybody wrong, right?
Already proven everybody wrong. He doesn't give a fuck, bro. Look at his record.
Yeah,
he has nobody. Yeah. Who cares if people are the people that are saying that he's ducking Benavidez are the people that are just bandwagons and just following what everyone else is saying. Like it doesn't make any sense. It's fine though,
Lako,
it's gonna happen.
not gonna say any names, but Lako, what?
No, Lico does have a point. He does have a point because, yeah, bro, Canelo did say that. He said, I'm not going to fight any more Mexicans, and look what he's doing. That is true. But I still think it's up to him at the end of the day to decide who he wants to fight. You're the champion. It's not going to be on the fucking fighter that doesn't carry the name like Canelo Alvarez. It's not going to be his decision. It's going to be the champion's decision. That's how it should be.
Yeah, you're 100% right there. It should be the champion's decision, but he's not a true champion. But going forward, I'm excited for the fight. It's, again, on May 4th. May the 4th be with you. It's a Star Wars day as well. I know it's off topic, but yeah, excited for the fight. See what happens.
And just to clarify, Josh and Danny Carlos, so Benavidez' next fight is actually against a guy called Alexander Gavadzokic. He's a Ukrainian fighter. They're fighting at 175 in June for the interim light heavyweight, I believe. So that's his next fight. I think he did fight Arturo Ramirez a while back, and he ended up defeating him. So if no one else has anything else to add, we can go ahead and wrap it up here. Does anyone else have anything else they would like to share?
No, sir.
I'm good.
Okay, well, we thank everyone again for tuning in. We hope you found this episode to be entertaining, and we truly hope that you provide feedback, comments, and interact with us, whether that's liking or subscribing, or again, just commenting on our vids. We appreciate it again, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Thank you.